If you have a smaller home project that needs attention, Ace Handyman can help you out with that. Part of the Ace Hardware family, they handle everything from gutter cleanings, Christmas light installations, deck repairs, any home project that takes between 2 hours and 2 days. With over 1,400 5-star Google reviews, Ace Handyman will connect you with a local licensed general contractor who's been background checked, bonded, and insured by Ace. Plus, they offer a 1-year warranty. To book your appointment, head over to acehandymanservices.com. That's acehandymanservices.com. If you have kids in your life, make plans to bring them to the Northwest Children's Theater production of The Wizard of Oz, opening the weekend after Thanksgiving. With a shortened runtime, this youth edition version of the timeless musical is the perfect way to introduce young theatergoers to the world of Dorothy, the Tin Man, and all your favorite characters. Make magical memories at the theater this season. The Wizard of Oz runs November 29th through January 4th at the Judy in downtown Portland. Get your tickets at nwcts.org. That's nwcts.org. The holidays are right around the corner, and this time of year can be kind of stressful, especially with everything going on in our city, our state, our country. I can imagine it being hard to gather the energy and money to cook a proper meal, especially with all the potlucks and family dinners stacking up. Also, did you know the wholesale price of turkey has risen 40% since last year? That's crazy. So today on CityCast Portland, we're talking with grocery deal expert and founder of Stumptown Savings, Brian Vance. He's got tips for how to leverage pre-made meals from Portland area grocery stores for upcoming holidays and potlucks, as well as other easy dinner ideas to dodge some of the holiday hassle. It's Monday, November 24th. I'm Claudia Meza, and this is what Portland's talking about. Well, Brian, one of the easiest options for a quick dinner sometimes can just be your local grocery store's hot bar, as most Friendsgivings will
attest to,
yeah. What are your favorite hot bars in town right now?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I tend to think they're a bad deal because they're really expensive.
Same.
So I don't shop them often, but the ones that tend to have the best choices are the higher end grocery stores. So the Whole Foods, the New Seasons, the Market of Choice. Market of Choice, I will say, every time I'm in that Belmont store, their hot bar smells amazing.
I've never been to a Market of Choice.
There's just so much stuff on there that is expertly seasoned and very fragrant, and it just smells delightful. The New Seasons one is probably the one that I've shopped the most. And the one thing that I like about the New Seasons hot bar, I know Whole Foods has this too, but New Seasons pizza is actually reasonably priced per slice and pretty damn good for grocery store pizza. So
it's definitely better than the Whole Foods slice, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, the Whole Foods pizza is not great.
I was so upset. I was mad at myself for being hungry. That's how bad it was.
Why did I do that?
Yeah, exactly. I could have waited. I've never been to a Market of Choice.
Market of Choice is really cool. I mean, it's hyper focused on Oregon. So they are only in Oregon. They have no plans to expand outside of Oregon. And they have this culinary team down in their headquarters in Eugene who spend all day just crafting up recipes for their stores.
Yeah. I live close to a New Seasons, so that is the hot bar I hit the most often on my way out of town. Usually, you get up very early, go to the coast, and you're like...
Oh, yeah. Those breakfast burritos have saved me several times.
Exactly, but they are pretty overpriced.
Yes.
One thing I have noticed from their hot bar is that they do tend to have stuff from local restaurants.
Yeah. New Seasons, what's really cool about them is they've teamed up with a lot of local restaurants. So you can get Loretta Jean's pot pies. You can get stuff from Gato Gato. I'm not going to say that they're all exactly the same quality that you'd get from the restaurant, but it's the same recipe and it comes from that restaurant. It's not like they're making it in the New Seasons kitchen with, a cookbook opened. So that's a cool way to eat something a little bit fancier, a little bit more exciting without having to venture out of the grocery store.
I unfortunately like their sandwiches. And I say unfortunately because, again, they're so expensive.
There is something, though, about those grocery store sandwiches.
What is it?
I don't know, because every time I try to recreate one at home, I'm like, well, this sucked. Like, it's nowhere near as good. It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the white bread, if it's just soggy enough. Like, I don't know what it is.
I think it's a combination of yeah, the bread, the amount of fat that they're adding, and probably a bunch of seasonings and flavorings that we just aren't adding into our stuff at home.
And it's the fact that someone else made it for you.
That too,
honestly.
it just makes it taste a little bit better.
It really does. Well, the other thing about the holidays that are stressful, not just like all the potlucks that you're getting invited to or the people that you're hosting yourself, it's literally just the everyday cooking because it feels like you're cooking like 3 times as much.
Absolutely.
That's what it just feels like. So, what are some good options for last minute holiday dinner dishes and sides? Like, if you do get invited to a potluck on the day of and you need to bring something, or just like, I don't want to cook this week, I've cooked enough. I know you wrote a whole guide for the holidays, which we're going to make sure to link in the show notes, but give me your top 3.
What's cool about things that have been happening at the grocery store, you know, like Blue Apron and Factor and all those like meal kits, meal plans. Well, grocery stores are like paying attention and trying to come up with their own version. So a lot of stores now have like ready to heat or pre-assembled meal kits in store. Safeway and Albertsons literally has a line of dishes they call ready to heat, which includes things like, you know, turkey pot pies or barbecue like ribs, you know, St. Louis style ribs. And they're nice because you get the benefits of like a home cooked main dish without all the effort. You know, I don't know about you, but making a turkey pot pie from scratch is not my idea of fun. So if I can get one that is already made, that's a win for me.
Yeah. Safeway has saved me so many times because I live very close to one. And when I first moved into my house, my kitchen it's a long story, but I couldn't cook in it.
Yeah,
and
it happened.
They have these tamales in Safeway. I don't know if it's in all Safeways, but for sure mine. They're so good. And they're very, like, I can tell you, they're on the greasy side, but good.
Hey, sometimes that's what you want, though.
It's so good. And they're filling. Like, you have one, and you're like, that with some beans on the side, you're like, I'm done. This is it.
Those are pretty labor intensive to make, right?
Very labor intensive. Yeah.
So it's like, outsource that to the grocery store if you can. You know, like Safeway, Albertsons, they have those ready to heat meals. Costco, we're going to go to the freezer section real quick. One of my favorite things, I love lasagna. I will not make it. It is too much work. It is not worth the effort. I feel like you wind up spending 4 times as much as what you would pay to go eat it in a restaurant by the time you buy all the ingredients and cook everything. Costco has a frozen Kirkland signature brand beef and pork lasagna that is damn good, Claudia. Like really, really good. Better, I would say, than some restaurants in Portland. Definitely better than any lasagna I have tried to make. You know, it cooks up in the oven really simply. It takes a while. It takes like an hour and 15 minutes to make, but it's literally just you throwing it in the oven and baking it, and you have yourself a high quality lasagna that is not going to break the bank. So that's personally one of my favorites. Costco's full of things like this that you can get.
Totally. I'm sure everyone's got their favorite Costco, quick dinner hack. I've seen those lasagnas and I've been tempted, but I just don't have that many people in my life that I eat with.
Right.
I'm going to eat this lasagna for the rest of the month. But I will say I just discovered it's not Kirkland, so this might be gone by the time you go to your local Costco. They're called Hole in the Wall meatballs. Hole in the Wall is the brand. I guess it's like a restaurant somewhere on the East Coast. They make Italian-American food. These meatballs are so good, Brian. Like, I think you would love. Oh my God. You have to just bake them in the oven. I think it's going to take forever. It's going to take like an hour and a half of baking these, from frozen meatballs, but they're so delicious, so tender. I was telling my partner, I was like, this tastes like we're back in North End, like in Boston, which is crazy talk.
Right.
That is crazy talk to say that,
Right.
But it's so good. And again, Costco.
Yeah, they're not designed to be microwaved. Like you said, those meatballs, they're designed to be slow roasted in the oven, like the way that if you're making meatballs yourself, you would do it. You just don't have to do all the prep work.
It's so good. Okay, I see something here that says deli salads.
Yeah. So another thing that I really like is, when you go to the deli in the grocery store, like you go to the Fred Meyer, the Safeway, next to where they have all the lunch meat, they'll usually have like a window full of prepared dishes. And it tends to be things like macaroni salad and whatnot. And occasionally some of these are really, really good. I did something for Stumptown Savings over the summer where we tested the recommended deli salad from like 8 or 9 grocery stores in Portland. Some of them were damn good. The Fred Meyer deli salad that actually kicked everyone's ass was this like Thai-inspired sesame noodle salad.
Oh.
That slaps, Claudia. Like I would go
Really?
get some right now for lunch if I had to. And it's cheap. It's, these are the cool thing about these salads is they're not designed to be heated up. So it's fine to eat it, cold or at room temperature. And you can get as much or as little as you want.
Yeah. I also want to shout out Whole Foods has these platters. They're kind of like dinner platters that are ready to go. And they're so cheap for the amount of food they give you. And it's usually the same thing. It's salmon or chicken and then like a roasted veggie. And especially if you are a Prime member, these things are like, they're practically giving them away for free.
They're like, here you go. It's for a membership.
It's so insane.
Have some salmon.
Yeah. Somebody told me about it and I was like, and again, I don't live next to a Whole Foods, but I went through and I saw it and I was like, oh my God, this is like $15 with it just didn't make any sense. Or I was like, how are they making money?
But I think what they're doing is the thing that we can't necessarily do at home. They're buying in bulk and they're prepping in bulk, so they're making enough of those that they can sell them at a price point that is pretty affordable, and that's just not a sustainable thing for most of us.
Except for John Tariani, who does that.
Yes, John probably has like 4 freezers at this point.
He has a whole halibut right now. Like
Oh, John.
Well, I also wanted to share a tip from a newsletter reader, Sarah B. She wrote in, the turkey gravy from Market of Choice. It's herby deliciousness without the mess and hassle. It's especially a lifesaver if you brine your turkey. No salty gravy.
Heck yeah.
Well, let's take a quick break here. And when we come back, the fully ready-to-go holiday meal picks that Brian has tasted, has tested, and he's going to give us his top choices. I don't know about you, but for me, the most uncomfortable part of a Northwest winter is all the microclimates we are subjected to in a single day. You can go from freezing cold to muggy and warm, sometimes all in the same bus ride. And I know our mantra is to dress in layers, but I now have a new addition, Performance Denim by Doer. They're made with Coolmax, which regulates your body temp and wicks moisture on those longer commutes. And they're antibacterial, meaning your jeans stay fresh longer. Plus, they look sharp and are really comfortable. They're actually made for you to ride your bike in. Doer opened up a store in Northwest Portland, so you can grab a pair for yourself or as an amazing holiday gift. And if you mention our promo code CCPDX, it'll get you 15% off your first order in-store or online. Just head to their store on Northwest 23rd or to their site, shopduer.com/CCPDX. They're also holding a Black Friday sale from November 28th to December 1st, so that might be the perfect time to pop in. For more info, go to shopduer.com/CCPDX. Okay, Brian, so how about grocery stores that are offering full, ready-to-go holiday meals?
Yeah, so this is like, say you are planning on hosting, some people for Thanksgiving or Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever holiday you celebrate this time of year. Pretty much every grocery store in town has something ready for you, whether it's a fully cooked meal that you literally just pop in the oven to reheat. So, like turkey or ham and all the fixings, or it could be the base ingredients that you assemble or a mix of the two. New Seasons has a bunch of different options that you can choose from already pre-cooked turkeys to turkeys that have been pre-brined and are ready to be roasted. They have options for, full courses for multiple people. I think like up to like 8 or 10. And they have options for people who are just looking to like get a meal for themselves. Market of Choice, again, is doing this as well. They have a bunch of different options. Sheridan Fruit Company, Zoo Pans, they're going to be a little bit more expensive, those stores. If you're looking for something that's a little bit cheaper, Safeway and Albertsons has a traditional turkey style dinner that they're selling for Thanksgiving that is supposed to feed anywhere between 6 and 8 people. That is like $80. So it comes out to, on the low end, $10 a serving, which is not bad for turkey stuffing, all the fixings.
Of course, yeah. But Zoo Pans has a gourmet feast for 8 for $500. That's
I will say you are getting like the top of the line turkey. Like you're getting like a local organic, pasture raised turkey. You're getting like the best of the best.
I don't care if this turkey went to Harvard. I'm not paying $500.
It's not just turkey, though. I will give them that. Like, you're getting a whole slate of sides along with that. You're getting pies. You're getting, I think it's like sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, stuffing. There's a bunch of different things in there. So that's really designed for someone who wants to like put on a big show and feel fancy as hell.
Yeah, $500.
$500 is a lot. Like, that's a lot of turkey. I love turkey, but that's insane.
That was like all my basement windows. That's what they cost. I just redid my basement windows and I was like, that was $500. I could have eaten a turkey. Whatever.
You could have eaten a really, really great Thanksgiving turkey. And I will say, there's something to be said for not actually having to do all the work yourself.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Well, we have a tip from another newsletter reader here. Rachel wrote, Broderie is where I get my large Fallsgiving charcuterie board and baked brie. I've never heard of Broderie, but I think they do like online ordering. They ship nationally. I just Googled it. It looks really good. It's spelled like board, like a charcuterie board, and then Uri, E-R-I-E, Broderie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll have to check this out. I do love a charcuterie board. That is a great way to, again, feel fancy without actually having to do a ton of work. Even better if it's pre-made and you're literally not having to do anything.
Yeah, no, it looks like a super fancy Harry and David.
That's awesome.
It's on a board instead of a basket, that kind of thing.
Wait, do you get the board too?
Yeah, check it out. Google it. It's crazy.
Sign me up.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, that's stunning. I'm in. Can we go to Rachel's for like a pre-Thanksgiving charcuterie hang?
Let's do it. She has not invited us, but she seems nice.
Well, we're inviting ourselves.
And they're not that expensive. It's like $140 for all this. And it's like, yeah, if you were to individually buy all that, eventually, yeah, you're going to hit that.
Yeah, especially some of those cheeses. Yeah, these are glorious.
All right. Anyhow, so thank you, Rachel. Well, do you have any other deals that listeners should be looking out for at the grocery store right now?
Yeah. I mean, if you're in one of those days where you're like, man, I just don't have time to cook, or your plans fell through and you just need something quick, easy. Costco's famous $5 rotisserie chicken. That's always $4.99, I should say. It's always there. It's always fresh. You can turn that into several meals, honestly. One of those things is going to feed your family for at least 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Safeway and Albertsons have something that they call Cheap Chicken Mondays, where you get 8 pieces of their fried chicken. So 4 pieces of dark, 4 pieces of white for like $6 with a digital coupon. That's every Monday. Fred Meyer, through their, we were talking about the meal kits earlier. Theirs is called Home Chef. And right now they've teamed up with Gordon Ramsay, the really angry celebrity chef.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah. Well, you get to eat some of his meals at home for as little as $5 a serving. That's a lot less than going to one of his restaurants, a lot less. And then there's this other thing that's happening right now, which is Grocery Outlet and Winco are both giving away free turkeys.
What?
To people who purchase a certain amount of groceries. So I think it's like $100, $125.
That's so easy to do too.
Yeah, especially this time of year, especially if you're like getting everything else for your Thanksgiving. But also, both those stores are great to just stock up on pantry essentials. It is really easy to go in there and buy $100 worth of stuff at Winco and not buy a single item of produce or a single piece of meat, And these are full turkeys. These are like up to like 20-pound turkeys, which are pretty expensive when you start to add them up. Even if they were like 60, 70 cents a pound, like that adds up quickly. So those are 2 stores that if you're planning on cooking a whole feast, like take a look at those, look at their offerings, see what they've got. You might be able to save some serious money.
Nice. And speaking of cheap turkeys, a newsletter reader, PF, wrote, Grocery Outlet has turkeys for $20.
Yeah. I mean, if you are willing to look around, most turkeys are frozen anyway. So if that's not an issue for you, like check out places like Grocery Outlet and Winco. Also check out Trader Joe's. Like they're going to be a little bit higher quality. They're not frozen, but they're also pretty reasonably priced for what you're getting.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we've given enough advice. So somebody who's hosting a large group of people has what they need, but also you could be a good Friendsgiving guest.
Yeah, please don't bring just like a bag of something off the very generic, like prepackaged line of deli stuff. Bring something that's a little bit fancier, a little bit nicer.
Yeah. Here are the sins that I'm immediately like, do not, or you're getting the guillotine. Here it is. Do not bring warm white wine.
No.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it. Do not bring a bag of dinner rolls and that's it.
Especially because you can go get like really good warm dinner rolls at a grocery store around this time of year. Like, if you're going to do that, get the good ones. Don't get the pre-bagged stuff. Like, nah, man, that's...
Yeah. And if you're vegan, stop pretending everything tastes just like cheese. Like, just tell us what it is and we'll eat it happily. But when you tell us it's going to taste just like cheese and it doesn't,
it's just setting yourself up for failure. Yeah.
Yeah. It's never going to taste like meat. It's never going to taste like cheese.
No.
It's going to taste so delicious as it is. You don't have to sell it. Sorry. Well, before we wrap up, I wanted to mention something special that we're doing right now. With the holidays right around the corner, we're launching a limited time deal for discounts on subscriptions to both CityCast Portland and Stumptown Savings. Brian's going to tell us how it works because he's actually the one who kind of came up with it.
Yeah. So, at Stumptown Savings, my goal is to help people save time and money while supporting local businesses. That includes local media. And both Stumptown Savings and CityCast Portland are local news outlets designed to help you live a better, more connected life in our community. And so we're teaming up for Thanksgiving and Black Friday to offer a limited time deal. If you sign up for a Stumptown Savings Savers Club membership, you get 10% off. You also get a free Savers Club discount card, which just launched, which unlocks $300 in savings at 10 local businesses. And you get 50% off of an annual CityCast Portland Neighbors membership. So you get all of that for a limited time right now. That is just a really special deal that we're putting together to help, people save during this time, but also to help them support local media and stand up and ensure that local media gets to continue thriving and succeeding here.
And local businesses. Yeah, when you join CityCast Portland, you get ad-free listening, shout-outs on the show and the newsletter, invites to exclusive member events. But you've got to sign up for Stumptown Savings to get that 50% off CityCast membership. But once you do, you'll get the promo code for CityCast Portland Neighbors, and the deal goes through Cyber Monday, December 1st, and you will be able to find a link to the deal in this episode's show notes. But I'm sure that we'll probably promote it elsewhere.
Oh yeah, we're going to blast this all over the internet for you. We will make it really easy. So, but yeah, just to reconfirm that. So you sign up to join the Stumptown Savings Savers Club, you get 10% off the annual price of that. Then you get a coupon that gets you 50% off of an annual membership to CityCast Portland Neighbors.
Nice. Well, thank you so much, Brian, for all the work that you do. Because, you were really building this from nothing.
Yeah.
I got to say, it's really cool. Just seeing this take off from, you just being like, I think this is going to work. To just
literally just an idea.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing it. It's my full-time job now. So.
It's amazing. It's amazing, Brian. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
That's all for today here on CityCast Portland. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed the show, share it with a friend or rate and leave us a good review. It really helps us out. And don't forget, you can support this show and get some great perks by becoming a CityCast neighbor. Just visit membership.citycast.fm for all the details. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more from around the city. Until then, see you with Slims.